Josh Allen did what? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills manhandled the Washington football team, and Josh Allen returned to his MVP form. Now, there were a lot of questions being asked heading into Sunday's game against the Washington football team, such as, what's going on with the play calling? Have teams figured out the Bills' passing game? And is Josh Allen regressing? The Bills came out and answered all these questions with a resounding no. They rolled the Washington football team 43-21. Buffalo had 481 yards of total offense in this game and controlled the game from start to finish. Yes, there was a little scare in there as Buffalo jumped out to an early 21-0 lead, and a couple of big plays by Washington got them back in the game at 21-14. But it was all Bills all game long, and Washington really never stood a chance in this game. Buffalo had a very, very balanced attack in this game as they ran the ball 33 times and had 43 passing attempts. This has paid dividends in the last two games for the Bills, as obviously against the Dolphins, they steamrolled the Dolphins 35-0. And in this game, they steamrolled Washington 43-21. Zach Moss had his second big game for the Buffalo Bills after being a surprised scratch or benching in his first game of the season. That kind of threw everyone off guard. And Breida got the start, and he looked terrible in his first start with the Buffalo Bills. But Zach Moss came back, and he ran like an angry man. And in this next game, he did more of the same. Zach Moss had 13 carries in this game for 60 yards or 4.6 yards per carry. He also caught 3 passes for 31 yards and a touchdown. That's 3 touchdowns in his last 2 games for Zach Moss, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. And it looks like the Buffalo Bills are going to go with the hot hand. Whoever is running the ball the best in that particular game is who they're going to roll with, it seems like, and give the bulk of the carries. This past game, it was Zach Moss. He had 13 carries to Devin Singletary's 11. But in the game before, Devin Singletary easily had the bulk of the carries as he was running roughshod over the Dolphins defense. And as I stated earlier, Josh Allen returned to his MVP form. People were questioning whether or not he could play in front of fans. Some people were. I was one of them, honestly. I said, he seems like he gets a little hyped up. He needed to take a step back, refocus himself, and be able to make quick decisions, fast decisions, not second guess himself, and get the ball out of his hands with timing and accuracy the way he did last season. And in this game versus Washington, he did just that. Josh Allen absolutely picked apart Washington's defense, who was supposed to be a very, very good defense. He went 32 of 43, and if you're paying attention, everyone likes to quote the completion percentage. That's 74%. He had 358 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, no interceptions again, and he also added a rushing touchdown. In this game, Cole Beasley was his main target and was the one who moved the chains a lot in this game. He was Allen's security blanket, so to speak. He had 11 catches for 98 yards and just dominated the middle of the field. He seemed like he was always open. And it looked like early on in this game, after a false start, I even said out loud, it doesn't look like the Emmanuel Sanders experiment is going very well in Buffalo through the first 4 games, and boy, did that change in a hurry. Sanders and Allen seemed to finally get on the same page, and they connected 5 times for 94 yards, and 2 of those were touchdowns. Now, the Bills' defense has been absolutely outstanding. After 2019, the Bills' defense was top 5 defense in the league. 2020, not so much. They relied a lot on Josh Allen and the offense to carry them in a lot of games, and they were lucky, in my opinion, to come out with wins in some of those games. And if the Bills could ever get their defense back to 2019 form with the 2020 offense, then the Bills would be an easy Super Bowl contender. And it looks like it's bad news for the rest of the NFL, as the Bills may have finally gotten their defense and offense to play incredibly well at the same time. The Bills' defense through the first 3 games has been absolutely lights out. As they and that continued in this game as they forced 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and a fumble, which was recovered by Buffalo. And they allowed just 290 total yards by Washington. And they held them to 2 of 11 on third downs, which means they got off the field and gave their offense more of an opportunity. The defense has allowed just 12.3 points per game over the first 3 games, as they allowed just 16 points to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, one of those touchdowns that Pittsburgh scored was on special teams. 0 points against the Dolphins, and 21 points against Washington. If the Buffalo Bills defense can play like this the rest of the season, the Bills are going to be scary, especially when Josh Allen is dropping back and picking apart teams the way he did against Washington. The Buffalo Bills just put every single team in the NFL on notice that they are for real, they are here, and they are going to be Super Bowl contenders. And as I stated, if everything clicks and if it all keeps going well for the Buffalo Bills, if the defense continues to play well, if the offense continues to play well, and the special teams continues to play well, there is no reason why the Buffalo Bills shouldn't be in the conversation for Super Bowl contenders, especially after making it to the AFC Championship game last year. The Buffalo Bills, look out. The Buffalo Bills are for real. Josh Allen is for real. He silenced his critics in this one. He absolutely crushed it, and I expect him to be the quarterback he was last year moving forward. As long as everything's clicking, the Buffalo Bills are dangerous. And that makes me look forward to the rest of this season. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a video. We talk Bills, Sabres, and UB Bulls men's basketball and football right here on this page. Little something for everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic week.